الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome back to Vocabulary of the Quran. And today, inshallah ta'ala, we are starting a new letter, which is Kitab Dal. The first is Dal Hamza Ba Da'b. Da'b yani way of doing something. كدأب آل فرعون, like the way of Fir'aun's folk. So it comes from Da'aba. Yad'abu da'ban wa du'uban. So there are two masters for that. Da'aba, yad'abu, da'ban is da. To be zealous and be diligent in a matter, toil, become wearied. Da'aba, yad'abu. I don't think the verb comes. It comes. No, a noun comes. Da'ab. It comes to the fatha also. كدأب آل فرعون. Maybe you can write دأب. قال تزرعون 7 سنين دأبا. You shall sow 7 years as usual. That is as you want. Want yani W-A-N-T. Want yani as your way it is. As your habit. But it comes to fatha, da'aba. Da'ibin, to hold one's course or to constantly toil. Da'ibin, to constantly work hard also. Because da'aba yad'abu means to work hard. Then we have dal baba, dabbah, and a moving creature. Dabba is any moving creature. Dabbatun. Because dabba yadibbu, dabban or dabiban is to crawl, walk slowly. And its plural of dabba is dawab. Both of the words come in the Quran. Dal ba ra, dabbara yudabbiru is to dispose. That is, Allah is governing all things with supreme justice and wisdom. He's not only the creator but also the constant ruler and continuous disposer of all affairs. Dabbara yudabbiru. This is dabara yadbiru. From that is to turn back. Turn back. Dabran wa duburan. Dabara yadbiru. Dubur means something behind. Dabara yadbiru, to turn. Dabr or dubur. Adbara is also to turn back. Same form 4 from this. Adbara. Adbara is more common, I believe. Adbara yudbiru, to turn back. Tadabbara is to ponder. Tadabbara. So, tadabbara. You might be like, well, dabara is to turn back. Adbara from 4 is to turn back again. Okay, fine. But how did tadabbara become to ponder? So that's why I said, or I keep saying, you have to look at the dictionary, right? You cannot say, okay, tadabbara means to turn back maybe, but they start using that word in some other meaning, like you keep turning back and pondering on something. You keep being stuck in something. And Ibn Faris has a book called Maqayisul Lugha, and that book helps you a lot. So let us see what he talks about it that in his book for Dal Ba Ra. So this is the PDF if you want to search. Mu'jam Maqayisul Lugha, and then you'll go to, we want what? Dal, no? Dal, and we want Dal Ba Ra. We are in the starting itself. So he doesn't have it. There's Dal Ra directly. Babu Dal wa mab'adam fil mudaf. He doesn't have. He has something with double. So let me see. Here we are. I don't know. Maybe he has by frequency, but Dal Ba is coming below. I don't know what order he has. So dal ba ra, dal wal ba wa ra. Aslu hadha al babi anna jullahu fi qiyasin wahid. All of them in one qiyas. Wa huwa akhidu shay wa khalfuhu. So the actual meaning of dal ba ra is something at the end of it, behind of it. Khilafu qubulihi, in opposite of something which is forward. Wa tashudhu anhu kalimatun yasira nadhkuruha. Some words go against this meaning, but generally it is to mean something behind. So I'm just showing how, he goes into this much detail. So if you want to understand why did they change? Okay, something back to pondering. How did that happen? So maybe I'll explain here. So for mu'adhamul babi anna dubura khilaful qubul. So most of the bab is what? behind, and قبول is something which is forward. والدبير ما أدبرت به المرأة من غزلها حين تفتله. And الدبير is what the woman من غزلها is in her غزل, in her song, حين تفتله. So while you're spinning, no, you'll have this غزل. Ghazl is not a song, it is to actually mean to twist together. No? Twist together the spinning thing. حتى تفتله يعني when you're spinning it. فتلا is to spin, to twist together. قال ابن السكيت, ابن السكيت said الخبيل من الفتل. خبيل is from فتل, is from spinning something. ما أقبلت به إلى صدرك. What you go forward with your chest, that means you go. That is خبيل. And going behind is you turn away. الدبير is what ما أدبرت به عن صدرك, which you turn away with your chest, total turn away, 180 degrees. ودابرة الطائر, when something is called دابرة الطائر, the bird's back, الإصبع, it is the finger التي في مؤخر رجله. It is the finger or the claw which is in the last of the leg of the bird maybe. وتقول جعلت قوله دبر أذني, and you will say that I made his speech دبر أذني. دبر أذني يعني back of my ear, أي أغصيت عنه وتصاممت. أغضيت with the dot, أغضيت عنه يعني I ignored it. أغضى يغضي is to ignore, and تصاممت I put it deaf ear, I put it back of me, I left. ودبر النهار وأدبر. So he gives examples how they use ودبر النهار وأدبر. The day went away. وذلك إذا جاء آخره, the day it ends. وهو دبوره, and it's his back. ودبرت الحديث عن فلان إذا حدثت به عنه. And دبرت الحديث يعني means what? إذا حدثت به عنه, when you spoke at the end maybe. وهو من الباب لأن الآخر المحدث يدبر الأول, because the last of the speaker, he follows the first, or he turns away from the first. يجيء خلفه, or he brings something back. So the second thing is coming behind the first thing when you speak. ودابرة الحافر ما حاذا مؤخر الظصر. حافر is a hoof, the foot or something. And the back of the foot, ما حاذا مؤخر الرزق. What is behind the wrist? So maybe not a hoof, but this thing. Behind the wrist is this maybe? I don't know. Some body part. وَخَتَعَ اللَّهُ دَابِرَهُمْ, Allah cut off their dabira, their backs, that means أي آخر من بقي منهم, that is the last of them. Right? So now no one is back with this thing. So ultimately all of the meanings are dabir. وَالدَّابِر مِنَ السِّهَامِ الَّذِي يَخْرُجُ مِنَ الْهَدَفِ, which comes out with goes back from the goal when you're shooting something. كَأَنَّهُ وَلَّ الرَّامِ دُبُرَهُ وَقَدْ دَبَرَ يَدْبُرُ دُبُورًا وَالدَّبْرَانِ النَّجْمِ. Dabran is also a star. سُمِّيَ بِذَلِكَ لِأَنَّهُ يَدْبُرُ الثَّرِيَّ. It follows a star called Thariya or Suraya. Suraya, I think. وَدَابَرْتُ فُلَانًا أي عَادَيْتُهُ وفي الحديث لا تدابروا وهو من الباب. Dabartu also means with an alif, to you're following someone, you become an enemy to him. وذلك أن يترك كل واحد منهما الإقبال على صاحبه ويواجهه. Because كل واحد منهما إقبال يتركه, he leaves. So two people are coming, because they're enemies, they go behind. So that's why it's called dabara. They go behind. Enmity, why was it called? والتدبير أي يدبر الإنسان أمره. And why تدبير? دبر يدبر is to manage, dispose of. وذلك أنه ينظر إلى ما تسير عاقبته وآخره. Why do you call form 5 or form 2 دبر يدبر is to manage? Because you're looking at the end of things. Like you want something to be successful, right? So you're looking at the end and the result. So that is why they called it dabbara, to plan. So you understand, right? Tadbir, why did it come? Planning. Right? I'm reading like this is so nice, but a little bit difficult. But once you understand, tadbiru itqu rajuli abdahu ay amatahu an dubur wa huwa an ya'tiqa ba'da mawti sahibihi. And tadbir also means to free a slave after you die, right? Because at the end, no, it's at the end. كأنه يقول هو حر بعد موته. After I die, he's alive. It's also called tadbir. Is also called muqabalun mudabar. A man is also called mudabar. That means his back, his lineage is noble. But where's adbara minhum kadhalik? Adbara minhum kadhalik wal mudabaratu ash-shatu tushaqqu udhunaha min qibli qafaha. Mudabara also means a sheep whose ears are cut. Where's tadabbara? وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا دَبَرَ al-mudaththir. Dabar? Adbar, I believe. Maybe in other qira'ah, what we read it as وَاللَّيْلِ إِذْ أَدْبَرَ إِذْ أَدْبَرَ يَقُولُ تَبِعَ النَّهَارِ. It follows up the day. But I want, why was it called tadabbara? Dabira. He doesn't speak about it. Huh? See? Tadabbara, to ponder. Maybe you're looking at the end of things, so maybe. وَأَمَّا الْكَلِمَاتُ الْأُخَرِ فَأُرَاهَا. I think they are shadha. They are different meaning. All of these are back. الذي بعضها صحيح. Some of them are correct. فَأَمَّا الْمَشْكُوكُ فِيهِ فَقُولُهُمْ إِنَّ دُبَارًا اسْمُ يَوْمِ الْأَرْبِعَاء. Dubar is Wednesday's name. أما صحيفة الدبار دبار. Okay, ومن ذلك الدبر وهو المال الكثير. Dabr is also called lot of wealth. مال دبر. He doesn't talk about tadabbara. So he pondered. So you understand a little bit. You understand. Maybe you're looking at the end of things and so on. So I just went into a little bit detail, but maqais al-lugha is so nice to go through. You understand why it happened, and he tries to give a reason for everything. If it doesn't match the reason, he says shaz. Okay. Tadabbara is to ponder. Afalam yadabbaru al-qawl. Ponder they not over the word. And dubur or ad-dubur is behind. Adbar, dubur after. Adbar. Fasabbihu wa adbar as-sujud. Hallow him, yani glorify him, wadbaran, and also after the prescribed prostrations, wadbar as-sujud, and also means backs. Yuwallukumul adbar. They turn upon you their backs. Very common, very common. Idbar, fasabbihu wa idbaran nujum. So this was adbar, which was after. Idbar is setting. So we should not read adbar as idbar. Hello him at the setting of the stars. Dabir. So maybe we can write that, no? Adbar. Dubur. Plural. Adbar. Backs. After. Idbar. Adbar. Setting. Dabir. Last remnant root. Dabir. فَقُطِعَ دَابِرُ الْقَوْمِ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا. Dabir. Last. Okay, Dabir. So the root of the people who did wrong were cut off. That means the last of the persons were also cut off. Al-Mudabbirat, the angels who manage the affairs. Dabbara. Mudbir is to retreating one. Walla mudbira walam yu'aqib. He turned back retreating and he did not look back. Walla yu'aqib, he did not look back. Aqaba yuqib. Mudbirin, those retreating. Same from adbara yudbiru. All right. Dal thara muddathir. This is common. Dathara yadhuru duhuran, to cover with a blanket. Dal hara duhur, outcasts. Duhura. Dahara yadharu dahran wa duhuran. Dahara yadharu, to drive, a dahra. Madhur, driven away. Maybe you can write madhur. Driven away. Drive away something. Dahar. Dal ha dot. Yudhidu, they refute. Dahada yadhadu duhudan, to annul, refute, reject. So dahara, the ha is to drive someone away, but you yourself reject is dahada. Reject. Yudhidu bihil haqq. Reject. Dahada. Dad. Dahada. Yadhadu. To refute or reject the truth. Dahada yadhadu. Dahida, a thing of no weight, null, rejected thing. Dahida. Hujjatuhum dahidatun inda rabbihim. Dahida. Null. Void. Void, you could say. Maybe better. Null and void. Mudhidin, rejected ones. Adhada yudhidu, rejected ones are those who are cast away. Same like dahara. Dalha wow daha, stretched out. Wal arda ba'da dhalika dahaha. Daha, stretch out. Daha yadhu, out. Daha. Dal khara dakhirun. They are lowly. Dakhara yadkharu dakharan. Wadukhuran. To be small, mean. Dakhir. So you see these words, no? Dal ha. Even they sound like that. Daha. Daha. So the meanings are also like that. Because Arabic is like that. The most simple letters, mim, noon, seen, they'll have good words with that. But this ha and kha, they'll have evil word. Dakhara. Dakhara yadkharu, to be small. Or maybe I can write dakhirun better because that's what comes, I believe. Dakhirun. Dakhirun means what? To be small. Tadakhirun. Iddakhara. Tadakhirun. To be small. Dakhala, entered. This is very common. I won't write dakhala. And dakhala yadkhulu dukhulan, mudkhala, entered. Dakhalat, dakhalu, they entered. Dakhalta, you entered. Dakhaltum, you all entered. Yadkhulu, he enters. Latadkhulunna. This is with lam and surely enter. Yadkhulu, yadkhuluna, they enter. Udkhul, enter. Udkhula, you to enter. This is just the conjugation. Adkhala yudkhulu, we cause to enter. Wadkhalnahu ila rahmatih. Dakhala is so common. وَأَدْخَلْنَاهُ فِي رَحْمَتِهَا, and we caused him to enter in our mercy. أَدْخَلَ يُدْخِلُ أُدْخِلُنَّ, it should be added. I certainly will cause to enter. أُدْخِلَنَّ, نُدْخِلُ, we will cause to enter. أَدْخَلَ أَدْخِلْنِي مُدْخَلَ, so it caused me to enter. A rightful entrance. Put in. وَأَدْخِلْ يَدَكَ فِي جَيْبِكَ, and put your hand in your bosom. أُدْخِلَ is made to enter. أُدْخِلُ. Dakhalun is a means of discord. Fight is called dakhal. وَلَا تَتَّخِذُوا أَيْمَانَكُمْ دَخَلًا بَيْنَكُمْ. Dakhal, something like interfering. Tadakhala is to interfere. Muddakhal, a retreating place. Muddakhal. Muddakhal. Dakhil, entering man. Dakhiluna. Dakhilina. Then we have Dukhan is smoke, so common. Dal, kha, and noon. So that Dukhan. Dal, ra, hamza. Dara'a, yadra'u, dar'an, wa dar'atan, to repel. So yadra'una, they overcome. Dara'a, yadra'u. To repel, overcome. Idra'u, repel. فَادْرَعُوا عَنْ أَنفُسِكُمُ الْمَوْتِ, repel death from yourself. إِدَّارَأْتُمْ, إِدَّارَ is to quarrel. إِدَّارَ, إِدَّارَ, to quarrel, to fight, quarreling. Daraja, istidraja, to lead someone step by step. Daraja yadruju, to go step by step. وَالَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا سَنَسْتَدْرِجُهُمْ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Those who deny our signs, we lead them on step by step where they know not. Istidraj, I'll write istadraja. Istadraja, to lead someone step by step. Darajatun is a step. وَلِلرِّجَالِ عَلَيْهِنَّ daraja, degree, superiority. Darajat. With that, we are done. Inshallah ta'ala. So we learned today da'bun, a way of doing. Dabba, moving creature. Dabara yadburu, to turn back. Adbara, to turn back. Tadabbara, to ponder. Dubur, adbar, backs after. Idbar, setting. Dabir, last. Madhur, driven away. Madhura, driven away. Dahada yadhadu, to reject the truth. Dahida, void. Daha, stretched out. Dakhirun, to be small. Dakhala yadkhulu, to enter. Adkhala, to cause to enter. Dakhal, means of discard. Muddakhal, a retreating place. Dukhan, smoke. Dara'a yadra'u, to repel, overcome. Iddara'tum, to quarrel. Istadraja, to lead someone step by step. With that, we are done. Inshallah, we'll continue reading from Dal Ra. We don't have much, I believe. Oh, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 classes. but it's not much because we have already reached raw. Um, Dalta is not used because they have similar makhraj, no? So that's why, inshallah, read. So obviously you want words which are different makhraj, so that's what becomes common. Similar makhraj becomes difficult to that or something like that, no? Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.